Yeah, hello guys. This is your boy Caesar. This is like, I've been awake since 2 a.m. in the morning. I know this is 3 a.m. This is 3 a.m. in the morning now. So I've been awake like, 1 hour. Then I know I've been having this conversation. I had this conversation with a colleague of mine yesterday. So I told him I normally go up 2 a.m. in the morning. Then he was like, who does that? Why do you have to wake up really, really early? And then I was like, if I have to start work 7 a.m. in the morning, I have to be awake 4 hours prior. If not, I wouldn't get to work on time. So he was like, but why don't you go up at 5 or even at 6? Then I'm like, I won't be able to make it. This is who I am. I consider myself as a soldier. As a soldier, as a real man, I don't think you should be able to sleep more than 5 hours. I know what you guys are thinking. What are you talking about? Yes. I don't think, as a man you should be, I don't think as a man you should sleep more than 5 hours. I think 4 hours. Yeah, because, you have a lot of things you're thinking about, you have to always perform. So why will you be sleeping? You're not a woman, you shouldn't sleep. Women are the only people that deserve to sleep. As a man, you have to stay awake. What about if someone, tries to come into your house to attack your family and all that, you have to stay awake, you have to be able to protect, your family, you have to be able to protect your loved ones. So sleeping, deep sleep isn't something I would recommend. But yeah, there's a lot of talks about that, so a lot of some people will agree, but I think, majority of people wouldn't agree with me, but that's by the way. So there is this thing, I've been thinking about, a couple of days ago, there is this young lady who is also a colleague of mine I worked with. So, she was like telling me, Caesar, why is it that guys, she sees me like a big brother. So she asked me, Caesar, why is it that guys, why is it that guys, why is it that guys I'm dating, they don't want to take me serious? Then I was like, what do you mean that guys you are dating doesn't want to take you serious? Because, she's really, really a beautiful girl. She's 22, she's in her prime, extremely beautiful girl. Then I asked her, these guys you are dating, how old are they? Then she was like, 24, 25. Then I'm like, that's the problem. How do you expect a guy that is 25-year-old to commit to you? Then she's like, but they are adults, they are matured, they have jobs. I was like, it's not about having jobs, it's not about having your own car, it's not about, having your shit together, at this early. It's not about that. Then I told her, I told her, you're 22. You've been getting attention ever since you were 16. Because this is really, really a beautiful girl. You've been getting attention ever since you were 22. Ever since you were 16. You've been getting attention 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You've been getting attention from men for the past 7 years. So, you just wait. It's no longer a big deal for you anymore. Now, a guy who is 25 that has never gotten, so much attention like the way you've gotten. Now you want him to commit to you? when he has started getting attention probably 6-7 months ago or even 1 year ago, he's not going to do that. I'm sorry, he's not going to do that. This is a man for you. So no matter how much you try to force him to commit, I know, you really do like this guy and all that, but I'm sorry, he wouldn't commit to you, because as a man, we need to go through our whole phase. Excuse my language. We need to go through our whole phase before we are ready. So trying to force a man that has never got that have not gone through his whole phase to commit to you is not something, we wouldn't do that. Then I know a lot of people might be thinking about, must a man go through his whole phase? Yes. I think, all men should go through their whole phase, Then some women now might come with the argument, what about women? Shouldn't they go through their whole phase as well? Then I'm like, no, a woman shouldn't go through a whole phase, because men are attracted to purity. Yes, men are attracted to purity. If a woman goes through a whole phase, then we wouldn't want her. I'm sorry, we wouldn't want her. We want women with less body as possible, less sexual partners as possible. Yes, we want women with less bodies. So a man have to go through a whole phase before he's ready to settle down. Most times, most men are usually ready in their 30s. Yes, most men are usually ready in their 30s after going through their whole phase. Apart from that, I think, we just this thing I always tell women. I tell them, you guys are created with value. Men have to create their own value themselves. No, women are born with value. Men have to create their own value themselves, and this value we have to create ourselves actually takes time. Yes, value takes time to create, because we have to, in some cases, some of us that went to the university, or trade schools, we have to go through universities or trade schools. By the time we are done, we are like maybe 24, 25. Then we go into the labor market. When we go into this labor market, start working 1, 2, 3 years, we are probably in 27, 28. Now we're getting our first apartment. Now we are buying a decent car. Now women have started showing us a little bit of attention. When women start showing us this attention, it's new to us. You understand? But for a girl that is 22, 23, it's just a normal thing, You are tired of this whole attention because, you've been getting this whole attention, probably all your life. So it's no longer new to you anymore. But for us, for a man that is 28, 29, this new development, this new attention he's getting from women because he has succeeded in creating value for himself. He has succeeded in, making himself attractive to the opposite sex. So, we wouldn't want to settle down. We want to be able to test the waters. You understand? We want to be able to sleep with a lot of women as possible. I'm sorry, but I'm a realist. That is just the truth. We want to be able to sleep with as many women as possible, before we are ready. So in the process of doing these things, probably, okay, and, let's use, in the process of doing these things, you meet him, when he's 25 years old. Now you are 22, you want him to settle down with you, if, let's assume, he actually does it, he's going to regret it. Yes, he's going to regret it. At some point in his life, he's going to regret it because he has not gotten this whole phase out of his system. Yes, I think, this is my personal opinion. This is from what I see in society. This is opinion that I formed by listening to a lot of men. You understand? So I think, a man in his 20s shouldn't get married, because a man in his 20s is not ready. Most men are usually ready in their 30s. Yeah, that's just the truth. Then in our 30s, we are, most times we've gone through the whole phase, we've gotten it out out of our systems. So probably, gone through a lot of, gone through our whole phase. Then the girl now, she's like, there is one thing, she has, observed as well, that sometimes, these guys, when they are trying to get them to commit and they don't want to commit, then probably, they will break up with these guys. Then maybe after 1 year, 2 years, these guys now will start writing them. We start telling them, baby, I miss you, baby, please, can we get back together? Then I'm like, yes. They are writing you now because, probably in the process of going through this whole phase, now they realize that, there's a lot of, excuse my language, there's a lot of low quality women out there. So for him, he couldn't get someone, that is like you. Now he has realized that, for him to get a quality woman, it takes time. Yes, it actually takes time, for him to get somebody who is a high value, like you. Now you start to write it sometimes, it's not about getting a high value. Maybe sometimes, he misses the coochie. He wants to come back, to hit it again. Of course, sometimes we want to do that. We want to come back, because we've really missed it. We want to see if we could if there is still an open window for us to hit it again. So it's not always how you guys think about these things. So you should not get married, you should not try to make a man in his 20s commit to you, because we are not ready. We are not ready. We are not ready in our 20s. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it. I'm going to be in the comment sections. What do you guys think? Let me see. Someone should tell me, what they think. Tell me what you think. Am I wrong, telling a girl in his early 20s not to try to make a guy in his, early 20s to commit to her? Am I wrong for telling her that? Let me hear what you guys think. Let me hear a different opinion. Thank you. This is your boy Caesar again. Yeah, this is 3:30. I have to get prepared because I have to go to the gym. Yeah, I have to get to the gym, yeah, before I get to work. Okay, thank you very much. See you guys later. Bye.